Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It is good to be back. Good to have everyone here tonight. Gonna get into some parlays. I'm gonna get my lock of the week out for the Patreons. If you are not a Patreon, I'm finna put the link in the description right now. Make sure to become a Patreon. It's just $5 a month. It's the absolute best gambling advice. Let me put that in the chat for y'all. What's up, Oscar? What up, Oscar? Gonna lose my brain real quick. Join the Patreon, $5 a month, gets you all the best gambling advice. Gets you lock of the week, gets you ask the bookie anything. It gets you request a video, and it gets you the updated props. Head on over, come get the props. World of Wrestling in the house. Thank you guys for showing up. What up? World, Oscar, 23, Assad, everybody up in the house. Did you see Masad? No, I didn't see that. I did not. Hang on. Also, guys, head on over to, you know where, carnivalbar.com, carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING to save 10% at checkout. It's on the move nutrition without compromise. It's the nutrition of a steak in the convenience of a bar. That is carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right, y'all. This may be my last stream of the week. I'm gonna be Bam taking over. I think Bam might be the best pound for pound dude in the sport. Now, he hasn't accomplished it yet, so I can't put him there. But is there a better fighter on planet Earth than Bam Rodriguez? I'm not sure there is. I'm not sure there is. Liam Davies got taught a lesson. I didn't see it. I was over at I know what happened. My homeboy had it on. I really wasn't seeing it. I know the decision was close, but everyone said they got it right. Masad beat him. They said Davies rallied a little bit there, made it close on the cards, but everyone said Masad won the fight, and the judges ultimately got the verdict right. Maybe even been too close. By the way, you think there will be a chance of us seeing Bam versus? No. World of Wrestling. Boots is a welterweight. Bam is 115 pounds. There's 30 plus pounds of weight difference. No, Nakatani is definitely not too big for Bam. No, definitely not, Oscar. This is I'll get that in a second. This is a great question. So I love Nakatani too. I think Nakatani is fantastic. This is a hell of a fight. This is, if I could make your ultimate dream card, make any 4 fights in boxing, Bam and Nakatani is on that list. So when Nakatani was champion at 112, Bam was champion at 115. Bam went from 115 down to 112. At that time, Nakatani went up from 112, vacated his WBO belt, and went to 115. Bam won the belt that was formerly held by Nakatani that was vacated, then defended it, went back to 115. When Bam went to 115, Nakatani went to 118. They're 3 pounds apart. It's definitely not too big. Definitely not too big. That fight could 100% happen, and within 2 years, it will happen. It's too good of a fight. Bam already went through the legends outside of Chocolatito. He's not going up to 126 to fight Inoue. So that is the best fight that can be made in this. Now, Bam might have to go over to Japan to get it done. Remember, Bam is promoted by Eddie Hearn, but also by Mr. Honda over in Japan, Taiken Promotions. So they can make that fight. Bam fought once already in Japan. I think his pro debut or second fight. But Bam has connections to Japan. I know that sounds weird, but that fight will happen, Oscar. I don't know when. Give it 2 years. But within 2 years, that fight will happen. Both guys are young. Both guys have plenty of time. But that fight, it will definitely happen. And when it does, it's not the biggest fight in boxing, but it very well may be the best fight you can make in boxing. 100%. Any Powerball picks, potential upsets this weekend? We'll get into it. We'll get into it. Bam's highest weight possible, 135, maybe. I'd say 22, maybe 26. At a certain point, Bam is 5'3". He's a little stocky. He's got a little strength to him, but yeah, these guys are big. These guys are big. Like, let's chill on that. Bam fights go. I think so. We're gonna get into that. I did the video. Bam has a bad habit, a dirty little habit of fighting down to his level of competition. Right when he fights the Sonny Edwards or the El Gallos or the Quadrases, he blows them out and gives mind-blowing performances. When he's fighting more ordinary guys, Israel Gonzalez, Christian Gonzalez, he gives more ordinary performances. He's done it over and over and over again throughout his career. He does it over and over. And I love Bam. Bam's a personal friend of mine. I've known his family. I'm really close with Josh. I'm close with the dad. I'm really tight with the family. I love Bam. So I look, I'm going to tell a quick story real quick. When he was fighting Quadras for his first ever belt in Arizona at the Footprint, I'm on press row with Hans from Boxing Insider. I forget who he's with now. But he's at the boxing scene, right? So I'm with Hans, and Chris Algieri comes up and starts talking to us. And I said, Bam is the best fighter I've ever seen come out of Texas in all the years I've been doing this, and that includes Errol Spence. So Hans and Algieri laughed at me like I was saying something crazy. And I said, okay, all right. And now here we are 2.5 years later, and Bam right now is better than Errol Spence has ever been. And if you can give me a Texas-based fighter in the last 10, 15 years who's better than Bam Rodriguez, I'd love to hear it because I don't think that person exists. I think Bam Rodriguez is the most talented, most gifted fighter on planet Earth right now. He very well could. Like I said, he very well could. He fights down to his level of competition. Not a great habit. It's just something that he does. Rocket in the house. $10 super chat. Appreciate you, Rocket. Appreciate you. It's not a bad bet. Thank you, Rocket. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Bam could over 6.5 rounds. Ooh. You could do a straight bet with that. That's not bad. Is that on your book, World? Is that on Hard Rock? That's not a bad bet, my man. That's not a bad bet. I have minus 120 over 8.5 for Bam. 8.5 is getting a little complicated. I still like it. I don't like it as much as the 6. The 8.5. My pick on this fight, if I had to make a pick, is Bam by decision. Okay? Like I say, he fights down to his level of competition. Pedro Guevara has never been stopped. He's never been knocked out. He's a tough guy. He's rugged. I think the fight goes the distance. I think, Bam has given back-to-back mind-blowing performances. And I think he's going to give a lackluster-ish performance, which he tends to do. Yeah, it's the Hard Rock book. It's not bad. Boots by stoppage, I would think. I like boots by stoppage for sure. Boots is 27 now. He's hit his physical peak. He fought Chukajan. It went the distance. He won every round. It was one of his more lackluster performances. It was like his first ever down-to-earth performance. But I think Boots gets it right here. I think Boots gets the stoppage. But to take Boots on the money line, it's easy money. What do you think of Dennis Branchek? I think Branchek is the belt that you can get at that weight class. He's a world champion. I'm not going to disrespect him. Okay, he's a world champion. He's 36. He doesn't get a ton of knockouts. He's the weak link at 35. He's the weak link at lightweight. The decision with Navarrete was very, very close. He has a very, very close decision with Anthony Gett. He's getting the decisions, and he probably has earned them, but he ekes out every decision. I'm not very impressed with Branchek. I did a video. If you watch my video with him and Navarrete, I picked Navarrete and I was wrong. sue me. I'm not hyper impressed with Branchek. He's a world champion. He's a good fighter. He's a world class fighter. He deserves to be on the highest stage. I just think most fights, he's the weak link at 135 amongst the world champions, is what I'll say about that. Yeah, I think Boots is going to get the stoppage here. I don't think this fight is ultra competitive. I don't think it's ultra close. I think Boots is levels ahead. I think Boots gave kind of a lackluster performance. But look, Rocket, if you want to kind of put your balls out there and stuff, take him by decision. It's not a bad bet. Who do you got, Jake Paul or Tyson? So here's what I know. I know Jake Paul's fight with Andre August back in December, so almost a year ago, the one in Puerto Rico, was fixed. So I'm not betting on Jake Paul fights because I know for a fact I spoke with his trainer, the trainer of Andre August, Justin Deshone. I spoke to him personally. I know he's a fighter from Texas. He's from Corpus. He's well known at Corpus and Houston. He's fought everybody. He spars with everybody. And he trained Andre August for that fight, and he told me Andre August got $300,000 for the fight and another $300,000 to take the dive. He got $300,000 if he took the dive in the first round, $200 if he took it in the second, $100 if he took it in the third. He took it in the first and got the $300,000. So keep that in mind. So I say all of that to say I'm not betting on any Jake Paul fight ever. Now, I said all that to say that because his fights are fixed. So, what if Jake Paul says this is the one fight I'm not taking a dive? Mike Tyson's not gonna take a dive. So if someone doesn't take a dive in a Jake Paul fight, what happens to Jake Paul? He doesn't know how to fight. Oh, yeah, William Zepeda. William Zepeda, I think, is an animal. William Zepeda probably loses to Shakur, but the volume, the size, the angles, and just the work rate, the work rate, the relentlessness of William Zepeda. Zepeda is a major problem. He's a better version of Antonio Margarito. He's relentless. He's tall, and for the weight class, and he does not stop punching, and he doesn't. And his gas tank just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. Yeah, Zepeda destroys Branchek, destroys him. I think Zepeda is on a very short list of 135 pounders. It's a tough division. I think Tank and Shakur are the best, and Shakur probably beats Zepeda, probably, but Zepeda could just outwork him, out hustle him, and he could, depending on what the judges are looking at. That's how I'm saying he has a chance. He has a path to victory to beat Shakur Stevenson. You know how many people on planet Earth have a path to victory against Shakur Stevenson? 2. Tank Davis, knock him the hell out, right? William Zepeda, outland him, outwork him, out hustle him, frustrate him, and win rounds. Those are the 2 guys on planet Earth that would have a path to victory against Shakur Stevenson. Zepeda is one of them. The other's Tank Davis. That's how good Zepeda is. I've been on the Zepeda bandwagon since the Tanahara fight back in 2020, whatever that was. I am all in. I am the biggest supporter of William Zepeda. I think he's an absolute problem. So it's what I thought Jake Paul is at WWE. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. I would advise anyone to not. I'm going to do a video on that fight next week. I would advise anyone not to bet on that fight or any Jake Paul fight. Shakur is going to put Zepeda to sleep. He's not going to put him to sleep. There you go, Oscar. Unfortunately, it's not going to be with his punches, though. Yeah, I agree. Shakur and Zepeda, I think it's just. I want to see Zepeda versus Loma. Zepeda against Haney. Just anyone in that realm, I think, is a great fight. And Lex Luthor jumps in and says Zepeda is overrated. I absolutely 100% disagree that William Zepeda is overrated. I think William Zepeda is a major problem. I think he's underrated. He's a problem. It's just an issue. If you guys have ever boxed and you've ever fought anyone like Zepeda, it's a friggin' nightmare, bro. It's relentless. He's bigger than you. He's longer than you. He's on you. And he's just letting his hands go. And he's so long and tall that even if you step back and move, he cuts off the ring. He moves so well. He's just right back on you, head in your chest, pounding on you again. Like, no, he's a better version of Brandon Figueroa. Like, he's so good. No, he's not overrated. Raymond Floyd by decision at -170. I love that bet. Yeah, Rocket. I love that bet. You got to be kidding, bro. On what? Oh, Lex. Yeah, Lex. I'm a huge Zepeda guy. I got a great lock. Share it with us. We all want to take down the house. All right, let me take my little sip of water here. All right. I'm going to work on a couple things. I'm going to get the lockout. With that, I still don't have a prop on this damn thing. Dang. So something like that, -667. And now I'm looking. All right, so I'm working on a lock for you guys. -667. We're down -357. I got you guys a 6-leg parlay. Easy 6-leg parlay. That can bring it down to -200. That I like a lot. That's going to get us back in the winner's circle. I may give this to you guys for free. This may be the lock of the week, guys, so pay attention. Listen up. Let me get to these first. Tank versus Loma. Tank. Is it Zepeda versus Paranchek? Zepeda. Cruz. Andy Cruz? Andy Cruz or Isak Cruz? Because Isak Cruz already fought. Oh, Andy Cruz versus Keyshawn Davis, Oscar? Brain dead. Andy Cruz would win that. No shade at my boy. But Andy Cruz has beaten him 1,000 times. Keyshawn Davis went pro, then came back to the amateurs just to get beat up by Andy Cruz one more time. Zepeda versus Baranchek. I think that's easy, Zepeda. Tank versus Loma. Tank. So I would say, to answer your questions, at 135, Tank, William Zepeda, Andy Cruz. Rocket, is that the, yeah. I'm the Turkey Al-Sheikh. of your chat, Gary. I'll put together. I like it. Oh, Isak Cruz. Isak Cruz versus Keyshawn Davis. Oh, wow. Whoo. Wow. That changes my calculus on things. I'm leaning towards Isak Cruz on that. That's close though. I gotta go study the tape on that. I gotta watch a couple things on Isak. My initial reaction on that before reviewing, and I can change my opinion because the fight's not even real yet. Isak Cruz. Yeah, Isak Cruz. Oh. So, guys, look, here's a 6-leg parlay. Race Aleem minus 1,800. Abdullah Mason minus 3,500. Javier Cintron minus 900. Raymond Ford minus 1,000. Jesse Rodriguez minus 2,000. Six-leg parlay, all money line. Race Aleem, Abdullah Mason, Stephen Butler, Javier Cintron, Jesse Bam Rodriguez, Raymond Ford. It's Raymond Ford at minus 1,000 money line. Bam Rodriguez minus 2,000 money line. Javier Cintron minus 900 money line. Stephen Butler minus 1,400 money line. Abdullah Mason minus 3,500 money line. Race Aleem minus 1,800 money line. 6-leg parlay, get you down minus 200, guys. Lock that in. Take the money. Just take the bag. Take the bag. Take the bag. You guys are going to complain it's minus 200. It's the easiest 6-leg parlay I've ever created. I don't know where Muscles is at, but Muscles likes parlays like that. Yo, that is a parlay for you, Muscles. That's the Muscles parlay. 6-leg parlay, easy money. Muscles made so much money cashing in on parlays like that. Yeah, Davis is really good. Davis is fundamentally sound. Davis has great skills. Davis is a terrific fighter. The problem with Davis is, what is he as a fighter? If he's a boxer puncher, I'm worried about his punching power. I don't know if it's good enough. If he's a back foot guy, he's engaging too much. Right? Like, I still think as a back foot, as a pure boxer, as a back foot boxer, you're going to have to stand your ground at times, and you're still going to have to come forward at times. He does too much of it. It's all a big mathematical equation. I like him a lot, but I don't think, and even he's 26, 27 years old now. He's not a baby. He hasn't figured out who or what he is as a fighter yet. So, as much as I like Keyshawn, I'd probably lean towards Isak because I think that fight's going to happen on Isak's. It's going to happen on Isak's territory. It's going to happen in Isak's range. So I would take Cruz in that fight. All right, let's just go through these fights. If you guys got any comments, thoughts, super chats, anything like that, let me know. You know what? You're probably going to lose your money on this fight, but that's so ridiculous. Petro Ivanov, plus 1,200. Just take it. Like, Iglesias is a beast. He's an animal. He's a problem. It's no disrespect to him. He's probably fitting to win this fight. All right. Plus 1,200 is a freaking disgrace. Petrov's a good fighter. He's good. He's a good prospect. He's a world-class prospect. Plus 1,200, you're probably going to lose. I'm being honest with you. But it's worth the juice. Like, put a little something on it. Just put a little action on Petrov. Because he should be plus 350, not plus 1,200. You're probably going to lose your money. But it's worth the risk because he's got a chance to win the fight. I just lay off that fight. Guys, this is so disgusting. Why is this wide? This is what I'm saying. The bookies, they have no clue what they're doing. None. Zero. Zilch. Butler minus 1,400. I love that. That's not bad at all. Reyes Leem, 100% chance he's going to win. How old is Diego Chavez? He got a different opponent for him on BoxRec. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Top notch. You're right. I know some Mikado's got a live opponent too. Shoot. Mikado's got? He's on the Bam Rodriguez Butina's card. Jesus Sriracha. That's a live. That's a live dog. That's a live dog. That's a real live dog. He lost a decision, a close decision, very close decision to Sterling Castillo, and then he just beat Alberto Palmetta. That is a real live dog. That's a great fight. That's a lot to ask from Mikado. I know he's had 16 fights, but he's still super young, isn't he? He's like 22. That's a big fight. That's a really, really good fight. And I like Mikado. Mikado destroyed Nakatalia. He's got a couple other decent wins. That's a good fight. I wouldn't bet on that fight. I would just lay off that fight. Kelvin Davis, this is tricky. I like this to go over. If you can get a prop on this to go over, I would just take the over on it. Abdullah Mason by death and destruction. Troy Isley, Tyler Howard. Oh, I took this down. Let me get this pop back up for you guys. Take Troy Isley to win this. Probably decision. Tyler Howard. I think he's a decent prospect. I think he's a white guy. I'm not Tyler Howard. Let me look into that. Well, that's an easy fight from. What do you? It's easy. You talk. It's easy. Look, maybe. I think that's disrespectful to Petro Ivanov. Iglesias is a great prospect. I'm not. It's not any disrespect to him at all. It's a fantastic prospect. Ivanov is a world class fighter. Why is he plus 1,200? That's a ridiculous line. Ivanov is a real fighter. He's a real guy. Like, he's a real world level prospect. I'm not saying Iglesias is probably going to win the fight. Probably. But you guys acting like Ivanov is a bum. Like he's a tuna can. He's not. I'm saying Iglesias is probably going to win the fight. Here's something I wouldn't bet on is Joseph Diaz and Abraham Montoya. I love Jojo Diaz. Know him well. Wouldn't bet on that fight. Don't know if he's going to show up fat and drunk or in shape. Super Matias. That's a fun fight. You can always bet on that. Oh, there's the line on Mikado. Wow. Mikado's plus 900. Wow. This is a wow. I mean, he's going to win, so I don't hate it, but wow. I'd stay away from that. That's too wide. That's too wide. He's going to win. But again, Sriracha, the same thing. That's a real fighter. He beat Alberto Palmetta. That's a good win. Stay away from that. Daryl Belsaint, who we know from the Pro Box cards. Excellent fighter. Excellent fighter. You should feel safe putting your money on that for sure. Let me look something up real quick. Oh, okay. My bad. Oh, good. Belsaint. Angel Ruiz. I would feel real good with that bet right there, minus 1,100. Darrell Belsaint. That's a good bet. Amel Williams back in action. Khalil Cole back in action. Raymond Ford, you know I like that fight. Nicholas Flaz, he's a good fighter. He's got to win with or a draw. Does he have a win or a draw with Jahai Tucker? I think he. Yeah, he got a lot. Yeah, and then he got a draw with Verone. Bam Rodriguez. So it's a good week. There's a lot. Jared Enos, and then we'll get into that. So just to recap this real quick, and then I'll get back to your questions, comments, super chats. Jared Enos, I like him by stoppage. Minus 6,000. 60-1's too wide, but what are we talking about here? Jared Enos obviously wins. Bam Rodriguez minus 2,000 obviously wins. Nicholas Flaz obviously wins. Raymond Ford obviously wins. Amel Williams obviously wins. I would take Alfredo Santiago to beat Pedro Campa. Ernesto Mercado, he wins. I lay off. This is the minus 900 thing. Scares me. Cintron, minus 900. That's easy money. Take that. Super Martinez, minus 4,000. That's easy money. Joseph Diaz, Abraham Montoya. Don't bet on that. If I had to bet, I probably would not bet on that. I'm just being honest. Don't bet on that. Don't bet on no Joseph Diaz fight. Troy Isley, take Troy Isley. Abdullah Mason, take Abdullah Mason. there's not a lot of money here. Stephen Butler, I love. Raise Elim, you can take that. Butler, Elim, Dula Mason. Easy money here. I'm going to get you guys one lockout tonight, and then I'll get you out another one. We'll get you guys out at least 2 locks this week. That's going to be one of them. I'm going to get you guys like a 6-leg parlay. That's such easy money. That's obviously going to hit. Appreciate you guys. If any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, leave them now. I appreciate everyone showing up. This has been a good stream. It's been a good audience today. I appreciate you guys. If you have any questions, any thoughts, let me know now. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go watch some TV with the missus, and I'm going to get you out another video tonight. I'm going to get you out the Calvin Davis video tonight. And then I'm leaving for Virginia tomorrow. Going to be gone Thursday, Friday, back Saturday. I'm back on Saturday. I'll be in town all week for weeks now. I may be home for the rest of the year. I trust Butler. That's it. It's just a washed opponent. I trust Butler to win that fight for sure. JoJo, yeah. I love JoJo. I ain't betting my money on him. Oh, sir. All right, y'all. If you have no last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, no thing like that, then I'm going to head on out. Guys, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING to save 10% at checkout. That's carnivalbar.com. Promo code BOXING to save 10% at checkout. It is November 6th, 2024. From Texas to the world, thank you, and God bless.